The question, how does someone with no experience learn to write good dialogue? Sometime, actually write down how we speak, make a recording, or just do this by memory. The truth is we are scarcely sentient, nor are we articulate. Actual human speech is cryptic and replete with references that are just not known outside of the small world between the respondents. We speak in code. This is scarcely acceptable for any kind of written story. So we, as writers, have to invent a kind of speech that does not sound stupid nor unrealistic, while at the same time advances the story economically forward. The first thing to do is make a story need dialogue, just as an experiment. Just make something that needs to be developed. Then invent two characters whose actions and desires are going to necessitate them speaking to each other. And then just keep writing what they might say until the light bulb goes on inside your head. One of the exercises that I had to do in class was two people are in an elevator, and the elevator stops and is now inoperative. What would these two characters say to each other if trapped together for several hours? Any situation will do, however. I wish it were easier and more formulaic, but it is not. There is a code that each writer invents that allows them to have their characters speak without sounding ridiculous. It may help you to read plays or poetry that speaks with a character voice. Plays are the easiest, but I like poetry and write a lot of it, so that helped me. But plays are beautifully written examples of dialogue. Analyze how that writer worked out the problem. Try using their characters to say something different. If you practice writing over and over and really analyze what does the character need to say to move the story forward? How can you place the conversation so that it is within the context yet imparts the requisite amount of information? There are lots of books that may have useful hints for you to try. I found studying plays and scripts helped me write poetry that were essentially conversations. By performing these pieces in front of audiences, I worked out how to write dialogue that is good enough. Performance does refine one's writing since you are getting immediate feedback. But not everyone enjoys getting up in front of other people and being vulnerable.